This is 2 Minutes Together, a ministry of Central Lutheran Church, Eugene, Oregon. I'm Pastor Ben. This week in our gospel lesson, we have the scene of the resurrection story, one of them in the Gospel of Luke, where Jesus appears to the disciples. And they're not sure what to make of him, whether he's a ghost or whether he's real. And he shows them his hands and his feet. And then he eats something. He eats a bit of fish. I'd like to explore this eating for just a moment. There's probably a variety of things going on there. And one of the reasons probably is just another proof that Jesus really is flesh and blood and isn't a ghost. But I wonder if there's something else happening too. Because you see, in the Gospel of Luke, there is an interest in eating throughout the Gospel. In fact, one commentator kind of famously joked that Jesus is always either leaving from or going to a meal in the Gospel of Luke, because there's so many scenes of eating. And so when Jesus appears to the disciples, the 11 disciples, the first time he appears to all of them, he eats something. And yes, it could be just to prove he's not a ghost, but maybe there's something else. Because when we eat together, something special happens. When we share the resources we have, when we slow down enough to sit at a table and eat. Now, in this passage, it doesn't say the disciples were necessarily eating themselves. But it might fit that pattern that we have throughout the Gospel of Luke. That where we meet one another, where we share with one another, one of those places is the dinner table. And the reason it is such is because they saw the dinner table as a place of worship. Here is where we effect hospitality with one another, more maybe than anywhere else. Of here, we provide for another, we share with one another, we really are the body of Christ together. And so I just invite that as a moment of reflection for a possible way of thinking about this little detail about Jesus eating when he came in his resurrected body. This has been 2 Minutes Together. I'm Pastor Ben.